You know, it's kind of funny thinking about this now, because I was like 12 at the time, I think. And now I'm 25. Does anyone remember that one movie from 2012 called Wreck-It Ralph? That one movie about video games? Ralph, a bad guy who wants to be pretty much good, you know? Okay, for real talk. The story I'm about to tell you happened in March of 2013, the month when Wreck-It Ralph went on DVD. Why do I mention the DVD stuff? Well, for two reasons. You see, at the time, this was long before we had Disney+. And also, pretty much, it involves the DVD in this story. Well, not the DVD, but another version of it, pretty much. I remember the day I got this DVD. It was an, and I quote, official. But it actually wasn't official, well, when I explain why, you'll understand. It's not something Disney would make at all. But before I pretty much explain what happens in it, I like to say there is the traditional blood and guts stuff, or characters looking right at the camera knowing they're being watched or something, you know. So, the movie was, of course, normal at first, but that was until the Cybug stuff happened in Sugar Rush. The first change was when King Candy knocked over Vanellope's car, and she was about to, and I quote, die. King Candy says, end of the line. Well, in the original movie, if you've seen it, of course, he says end of the line glitch, which gives Vanellope the idea to glitch out and escape. King Candy does end up crashing her cart into the pole thing with the two arrows, and she pretty much glitches, then pretty much disappears, which I guess what happens if you die outside your game. Well, what it would look like, pretty much, I guess. Also, I'm guessing that Vanellope's glitch might have caused her to not respawn her game, because for the rest of this, she doesn't come back, at all. King Candy then leaves the tunnel, but like in the original movie, gets eaten by a Cybug, which just pops out of nowhere. It then cut to Felix and Ralph waiting for Vanellope at the finish line, but they don't see her, and the Cybugs attack the finish line, and they run towards the exit of the game. Ralph stops at the exit, making sure all the Candy citizens escape. By the look of his face, he's very concerned. Well, obviously because Vanellope's gone, and he's wondering where she is, you know? Calhoun shows up and says the same thing she says in the movie about blowing up the exit. And Ralph, like in the original, gets the idea with Diet Cola Mountain. The whole Cybug King Candy thing, like in the original, also happens here. By the way, it actually scared me when I saw this movie for the first time in theaters. Ralph does his whole I'm bad, that's good sacrifice stuff. And he does end up breaking all the Mentos, like in the original. But, however, since Vanellope's gone, you know, no one saves Ralph, and he falls into the cola with the Mentos. Cybug King Candy and the other Cybugs go into the beacon, the Diet Cola beacon, like in the original. It then cuts to a scene where Litwack walks past Sugar Rush and sees it all dark, and obviously would think it's a glitch and goes to unplug it. Felix and Calhoun escape Sugar Rush before it's unplugged, and of course, all the Candy citizens, like in the sequel, are all homeless now. It then cuts to a scene with Litwack also unplugging Fix-It Felix Jr. because, well, Ralph's pretty much dead. Then the credits roll. Now, the reason why I said Disney would never make a movie like this earlier is because Disney would never make a movie where the protag dies and doesn't come back at all. Now, unlike other things that other people see with other movies, with the whole blood and gore stuff, I wasn't actually, traumatized or feared by this at all. I was more shocked by this, really. I was like, oh, god damn. Also, a few days after seeing this, I actually showed it to my friends, believe it or not. It, of course, shocked them too, but we had a good laugh after that, really. Now, I, of course, did not and still don't know who created this version of the movie. And the reason why I know it's not official, like I said earlier, is because after looking at the DVD case, there was no mention of the Disney logo at all. Now, what did I do with the DVD? Also, no, I did not burn it or bury it. I actually still have it, by the way. It's my box of weird shit I find. Heh. You know, it was kind of funny after watching the sequel, like thinking, oh wow, what if the sequel would have been like if Ralph and Vanellope actually did die in the original? Also, if you were expecting this to be scary, well, too bad for you. I mean, to be fair, I never said it was scary at all, really. Now, I'm not going to go with the whole, please don't watch it, please, it's too scary. If someone else also has the same DVD as I do, and uploads it on YouTube, go ahead and watch it. I don't really care.